Good day friends, my name is Dr. Shweta Goyal and my another topic in power lecture series is IGBT, insulated gate bipolar transistor. But this is a bipolar transistor BJT with a insulated gate. So this is a symbol of, this is my session outline, symbol of IGBT, advantage of IGBT, structure of IGBT, working and characteristics of IGBT. So here, first of all, symbol of IGBT. Its symbol is just like BJT, NPN and PNP transistor with gate insulated. Gate is insulated, so this is a symbol of gate with insulation. So this is the advantage of IGBT. What is the advantage of IGBT? It is a combination, basically it is a combination of BJT and MOSFET. MOSFET is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor and bipolar transistor. So it has high input impedance like MOSFET and low on state power loss like BJT. So it has the advantage like MOSFET and BJT both. This is the equivalent circuit. As an input side, it is like MOSFET, and the output side, it is like BJT, work as a BJT. So, input side and the gate side, it is like MOSFET, and the output side, it is like BJT. So, this is a IGBT, insulated gate bipolar transistor. This is a structure of IGBT from where you can be more familiar with IGBT. So this is P positive, P and N positive, P and negative. So initially gate is connected with battery and emitter and collector is connected with VCC. So gate and emitter is connected with battery VG is connected, and emitter and collector is connected with VCC battery. So collector is positive with respect to emitter and emitter is negative with respect to gate, and SiO2 layer is there between gate. So you can see that gate is not directly connected with the terminals, or we can say with the circuit. It is connected with the SiO2 layer. So this is called insulated gate. That's why it is called insulated gate. This green and pink color is a metallic contacts. N negative is a drift region, drift layer, and P positive is a injection layer where we can inject our input. So the drift layer, as we explained earlier, drift layer is used to increase the voltage handling capacity and switching frequency and etc. So this is a drift layer. Two junction is there, J1 and J2. First is P positive and negative, second one is N negative and P. So because VCC J1 is forward bias, this one J1 is forward bias with respect to J2, and J2 is reverse bias. So initially current will not flow. If we increase VG, this VG, a capacitor is formed between this insulator and metallic. So capacitor is formed. So the capacitor is formed. This make negative and this make positive because of this emitter. So this is negative signal and this positive signal. So because the positive ion insertion of negative charge carriers, because of this positive ion there will be an insertion of negative charge carrier. There will be a insertion of negative charge because of this positive ion. So here Because of this insertion, J2 reverse bias current will flow. In this reverse bias current will flow. So current will flow like this. Current will flow like this. So this is the working of IGBT. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in a comment box. I will explain there. This is a structure of IGBT. Now this is the working of IGBT. As input side, gate and emitter is connected with VGG. Gate is positive with respect to emitter. In collector, positive and emitter negative, VCC is connected. So as the input current IA and VGE, gate to emitter voltage, and output is IC, collector current, and VCE, collector to emitter voltage. So as we increase VGG, IG will increase, which increase VGE, which increase IC, and VC will be decrease. So it is very simple. It is in very simple language that VG increase, IG increase, voltage between gate to emitter increase, collector current increase, voltage between this will be decrease. So this is a simple working of IGBT. Now characteristics. First one is transfer characteristics, where is between output current and input voltage. Input voltage is VGE, gate to emitter voltage, and output current is IC, collector current. So initially, when there is no current flow, after that when we increase VGE, the sudden current will be there. So when gate emitter threshold voltage, this is VGET, after gate emitter threshold voltage, sudden current will be there. So this is a transfer characteristics of IGBT. After that, output characteristics is just like MOSFET and BJT. Output characteristics between output current and output voltage. So initially this is cutoff region. I have explained earlier what is cutoff region. At constant VGE as constant input voltage. After that, at the constant value of VGE, increase IC. After that, active region, and then saturation or breakdown region. If we get different value of IC at different value of VGE, but these are at constant VGE. So this is cutoff region where no current is flowing. This is active region where we get saturated, where we get we can say constant current, and after that, if we increase VCE, we are able to get breakdown or saturation region, where VGE is greater than VGE2, VGE1. So this current is due to minority carriers. So this is output characteristics of IGBT. So here, friends, this is complete IGBT, insulated gate bipolar transistor. If you have any query regarding that IGBT, you can comment me in a comment box. I will explain there. Please stay tuned and subscribe my channel for another topics. Thank you. Good day.